What is up, traders? Stan Gluzman here, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. So first of all, let's take a look at, instead of SPY, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin price because apparently that's what's driving the market right now, which is absolutely crazy. So as everybody probably knows by now, Bitcoin sold off today in a huge panic, down to almost $10,000 per coin, and that pushed a lot of our blockchain stocks down in the morning. Um, I was actually a little bit frustrated this morning, because um, I didn't take any of my short trades home. I was short OTIV pretty much all day yesterday, and it just didn't want to break down. If we look at a 5-minute chart, it just kind of went sideways, tried to pop a couple of times. I was trying to short it, wouldn't break that 68 level. And then this morning it opens up at what, 47 or something like that, 49. So that was pretty frustrating. DPW gap down over $1, and that was also really frustrating. And we didn't even have any borrow, so good thing we didn't have any borrow today because it rallied a lot. Anyway, I was watching all the blockchain stocks. So RIOT, um, scaled in pre-market. Let's see. So also yesterday, really nice day on a downside. Today gaps down, and then pre-market, this little triangle right here starts to sell off, bounce. I think I shorted on this little bounce. It dropped, came back, held the VWAP. So when I saw that it's holding the VWAP, I added. So I had a pretty decent sized position on this one, and then it did a little bit of shaking out, and then it dropped nice. I think I covered 20.76 or so, or 75. So into this big wash I covered, and I left it alone. Um, so that's probably the biggest trade of the day. And also OTIV. This was another one, although the wash isn't as significant, but I was so frustrated with this one that it gapped down on me, that I went in pretty heavy, started shorting pre-market, and then adding the first two candles or three candles, and then I covered probably 4/5 or so into this big wash, and then got stopped out on the rest on this candle. So this was my other best trade. Was also short, let's see, LTEA. That's the ridiculous stock, the T company that changed their name to a blockchain company and gapped up. Right, pretty ridiculous. I was short also pre-market, and let's see, short pre-market, yeah, right here, 569. It dropped, didn't cover any. We didn't really have much borrow, so I just tried to hold it, and then it started rallying, so I covered. Green trade, nothing crazy. TEUM. This was a pretty tough one past few days, but same thing, short pre-market, cover. Pretty much the whole sector just did that. So the morning was really nice, and then the volume just died out. I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. Monday is off, so people probably taking off. So during the day, I didn't really see much opportunity. DPW, didn't have borrow in the morning, thank God, but I tried to buy it, I believe, on this candle, on this consolidation, and I played a little too tight. It shook me out, and then it started running. But after it shook me out, I was like, you know what? I had a good morning. I'm just gonna step away. In the afternoon, I was watching DPW. I was thinking it would rally, and I started buying in this consolidation because it broke this level, started holding it, and then didn't do much. So tried to hold it, tried to stick with it, but I didn't want to take it home, especially on the long side. So closed it out, and BBBY was a decent scalper today. It was SSR, so the quote was pretty honest, I guess, for the most part. A couple of fake outs here and there, a couple of wicks here and there, like right here, but for the most part, it would give a nice 1 cent setup, it would be pretty honest, which way it's going to go, and then it would actually have some decent follow through, and you can get out once the trend changes. Caught a couple of good longs, couple of good shorts. Actually shorted right here, which is, I believe, is the top tick, highest price of the day. Shorted in here, covered into the wash, started shorting it in here. I think I covered on this candle, and then also left it alone for the most part. This was the biggest trade, and yeah, that's it. Blockchain stocks dropped and tried to reclaim. LFIN, by the way. I know Katz was short in this. I'm not sure if he covered or not, but oh my god, what a trade. He held it from somewhere in here. A couple of people held it from somewhere in here. One of our guys shorted 80s, I believe, and covered, I believe, half today. So wow, this is one of the biggest trades I've ever seen. So nowadays the companies just add the word blockchain to their name, and that's it, or make a small investment in the blockchain industry, and they start running. SAEX did that today. They either acquired some blockchain technology or something like that and just started ripping. FTFT did the same thing, started ripping. Actually, FTFT, I was trying to trade it today. Um, it halted right here on halts, runs up, 22 seconds later gets halted, unhalts. I bought it here. I think 550 was my entry, and then 570 right when it was about to halt again, because I think it's 10% move. So after 10% move, they give you, I believe, 15 seconds, and if in those 15 seconds the stock doesn't drop below that 10% move, it gets halted. So from $5 above 550, everything, give you 15 seconds. So I bought about 550, sold 570 right before the halt. Tried to do that again, had another great trade, and then I believe I bought it here for the bounce, lost. I mean, the stock is really nutty, and then I had a few short scalps here, and left it alone. But what a interesting market we're in right now. So so yeah, um, like the video, subscribe for more great content. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.